Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We are live once again. First of all, I would like to thank everybody that showed up for my live stream, from John Ryder challenging Jaime Munguia to a very competitive fight last night. I thank you guys for showing up. We had 4 hours of very interesting, hard fought fights. So it was live. Henry Nwasu, it's Nwosu, waiting for today's live. Let's get Kurt to 100 this year. He deserves it. Henry, I feel you. Appreciate you, my brother. Andre Newby, Usyk wins, maybe, or a draw. Well, question you ask yourself, how many draws have Tyson Fury had? You know, that's the question you ask yourself. So Tyson Fury having a draw is not a new thing. So if he did have one, that means that either his name is protected if he had a poor performance and they didn't want to rob Usyk, or it was just that close. Hopefully, if it's like that, let's run it back. That means you have a true saga between two competitive people with the styles they both have together that challenge one another. That's what you have. Mr. Zane got the first like. Let's get those likes up. Appreciate you, my brother. RoboCop Anthony Asua. Salute, Kurt. Hope you're good. Everything's good, RoboCop Anthony. Oscar Hinao. Yo, Kurt. Counterpunch to you, man. How are you? Greeting from Bucharest. Peace, dude. Oscar. Appreciate your brother. Live from Bucharest in the building. Let's get those likes up. Let's drop those super chats. Hey, and introducing my new and improved shaker, Kachava. Okay? Kachava is where it's at. If you want all your superfoods, if you want over 70 blends, and you want to fella, and you want to feel focused and ready and energized, use Kachava, bro. I've worked and I've had Kachava now for over a year, and Kachava is here. Bars. So, yeah. So I just got my shaker, though. I used to blend. So I'm experiencing the shaker experience with you guys for the first time. I'm excited. I got the white, so I want that Kachava to shine. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all mine. Bars. Okay. So on big guns in the building. I think Usyk will beat Fury. Well, I don't know. My prediction tells me it's going in that direction. Tomorrow, I promise you guys, I will have something for you. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely a shaker. How's it going, Kurt, from the UK? Jason Pablo. Everything's good, man. Everything's good. Remind me of that shake weight. That shit looks so suspect. Like, oh. You ever seen guys use that shake weight? Oh. Then they stop. Oh. That's what it reminds me of, a shake weight. But no, man, seriously. I think that if anything, Tyson Fury and Usyk, I hope they give us a good fight first. Because you got two undefeated guys. They got everything to win. They got everything to lose. And based on that, I hope they honor that idea and that reality, okay? Because that's the reality. They have everything to win and everything to lose. This is a 100% gamble for both fighters, since we're talking about those guys. Here's Cab Fair. Thank you. Cue ball. Counterpunch to you. Here's Cab Fair. Okay. This shaker weight comedy skit. Yeah, dude. That's what it's about, man. That's what it looks like. I don't care for shakers because it's still real, and it is a chalky material, but it gets the job done, man. I like to throw an onion in that sucker. I really like to throw an Jesus, a banana in there. What the hell I'm thinking? I made Creole turkey necks like yesterday. They were off the chain. That's why I said that. Okay, but no, bro, it's like you throw a banana in there, preferably organic. Cachava is where it's at. But think it was on South Park. Yeah, that shake weight. I don't know if they still have that shake weight, but that was some funny stuff, man. And Perv, you're gonna use every opportunity to let that, that image or that video, that description, somebody. Oh. Think that was on South Park. The South Park was just too stupid to me. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. But no, man. Actually, I feel good. It's a beautiful day. It doesn't know what it wants to do. The sun's out. You can see it's out. So I was like, man, let me go to the park. Let me get some sun. Let's talk about last night. Last night, Jaime Munguia, you guys know he left Eric Morales as trainer, right? So he's with Freddie Roach now with Wild Card. You had Amir Khan, Manny Pacquiao, of course. That was the guy. And Jaime Munguia showed some temperament. You could tell he gets overzealous at times. I could see him getting frustrated with the style, the rough house style that he has, But nonetheless, man, I mean, he did a good job. Like Floyd says, no special effects, straight up and down. But that's Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia, it's still things that I don't think that he will learn yet. You know what I mean? I think, the way he breathes. He has this bad habit of breathing through his mouth when he gets tired. You know what I mean? And I think that's due to him throwing a lot of punches. And he when you get accustomed to breathing like that, especially in hot water and hot shit, yeah, you're gonna breathe like that. You're gonna instinctively do that. Now you reminded me of Carrot Top showing the stuff on show once when you had the shaker close to the face. I remember Carrot Top, man. Carrot Top, he got real buff and he still looked weird. Good evening from South Wales, DJ Anton in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. No, but I enjoyed it though. John Ryder, tough competitor. You know what I mean? Since his 7th loss, so he's been around. A lot of people thought that he beat Callum Smith. Callum Smith just stopped for the first time in his career by Artur Beterbiev. Okay, you know what I mean? So he, he went the distance with Canelo. The great Canelo. So yeah, he is a guy that it was an interesting matchup, but Jaime came in, proved. He came to win because that's all he knows. That's all he knows. That's all he knows. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely blend this shit. It looks like a big ass ice in there, and it's not. It's just a clump. But yeah, man, I liked this. I liked it last night. It was cool. It was exciting. And I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it, man. But yeah, like we have to look forward to a lot of fights. We got Joseph Parker versus Zhang. We have Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou. Now I think it's better, ironically, because Francis did a bang-up job on Tyson Fury. However, people, let me inform you on something. If Joshua goes out there and he whoops up on Francis Ngannou, you know what that's going to mean? People are going, and here's the deal. Oh, wait a minute. Because see, by that time, when Anthony does that, we will have a winner of Usyk Fury, right? So if Fury beats Usyk and then Joshua beats Ngannou, the first thing people are going to say is, this is going to be their response. Tyson wasn't ready anyway. Tyson wasn't ready anyway. You know? Kurt, do you think of the PBC up-and-coming card yet again on pay-per-view? What do you think of it? I think they should split it in half. I think they should, which they won't do. And I think they're pissed, like, it's not their business model. It's the excessive way of doing it. So if they weren't so damn greedy and wanted to jack the price all up, they would be okay. But they ain't doing that. What they're doing is, hey, whoever buys it, we want the maximum price point to get our money. So the fighters can get paid something. And the networks won't lose money. That's all Al cares about. So if you do see that card, 59, more than likely it'll be $59.99. It's more than likely that card will be. And the crazy thing about it, we seen Days of Reckoning for $20 less. Here's the deal, with ex-PBC fighters. Frank Sanchez, Deontay Wilder. Who else was on there? Jarrell Miller was kind of everywhere. But those are former PBC Al Haymon guys that fought on Showtime and Fox. So you telling me that we watched Days of Reckoning for $40, and then yet you're going to give us Keith Thurman that ain't been in the ring for fucking how long? Okay. Fighting Tim Tszyu, which Tim Tszyu is not a star yet. He's a good fighter. He's a second-generation fighter. Costa Tszyu from the son, from the nutsack of Costa Tszyu. Okay, Costa Tszyu did his thing, until he ran into Vince Phillips. Shout out to him, right? But he was one of those guys. He was one of the known names from Australia. He's one of those guys from Australia that stuck out. So, yeah, he's boxing royalty, okay? He's coming from boxing royalty. So he needs to make a name for himself. Big bloke, big dude. So, yeah. So, look, what do I think of him? He's not known enough to be put on pay-per-view, though. You know what I'm saying? Is he a good challenge for Keith Thurman? Of course he is. But where and how Keith Thurman is physically, how is he now? We don't know. I don't understand why fighters say the PBC stay with the PBC to only fight once a year if lucky. Because it's called brainwashing through manipulation. Brainwashing through manipulation. That's why. If you got a guy that's a sweet tongue, with a sweet tongue, I think Al Haymon, he doesn't do interviews because, I think he likes to stay out of the limelight, but he loves to control everything without being seen. He's like a Sam Rothstein kind of character. Those guys that fight once a year, understand Al Haymon does things with his fighters that other promoters don't do. You think Bob Arum gives advances to his fighters? Hell no. Hell no. You think Oscar De La Hoya does? Hell no. They ain't got time for that. A promoter gets paid when the fighter gets paid. Period. It ain't no, hey, I need $200,000. You know what I mean? I'm trying to take my family somewhere. Oh, here you go, man. You got that, no problem. You know what I mean? Oh, man, this fighter over here, he needs some food. He's running out of food. Okay, man, send him 10 grand. That's what Al Haymon does. Other guys don't do that. So he's unorthodox. He's like House is to being a surgeon doctor. You guys know House? The show House? He's unorthodox as hell. And I think what happens, you're with these urban guys that grew up in urban situations, in urban environments. They see that as a plus because they see that as someone that will do things that other promoters won't do, because a lot of those fighters, i.e. Danny Garcia, Deontay Wilder, Keith Thurman, not Keith Thurman, maybe Keith Thurman, and definitely Errol Spence. All of those guys were once with Golden Boy. So you go over there with Golden Boy, then you come over to PBC and you're getting all these extra concessions, these unorthodox advantages and perks, you know, that you don't get over there. You know, you're going to stay for where you know, and you don't want to mess that up, because those guys like Adrian Broner and probably, you know, some of the Charlos, they've gotten accustomed to getting in binds financially and, you know, personally, because they, you know, maybe they pick the wrong women or these chicks that whatever, you know what I mean? They, you know, they get into shit. So since they get into shit, Al Heyman is there to bail them out. Al Heyman is like a godfather over there. You think they're going to leave Al Heyman? No, they're not going to leave Al Heyman, because they're accustomed to shit that they know Al Heyman's going to put up with them. He's going to put up with it. And he knows they're not going to do anything. Nice to see you and Aries complimenting each other recently. Some great content on both channels. Top to Truth Smith on YouTube. DJ Anton in the building. Yeah, I like Aries Zodiac Boxing. Shout out to the J Rooster. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Also, subscribe to the J Roost Theory. Cool live, cool jive. Great. Yeah, man. Man, shout out to the J Roost Theory. He's been around for a long time. At least what, 3 years? Maybe 4? But yeah. Like I watch Aries because he reminds me a lot of me, especially when I started out, because you know, I started this channel. I didn't start it on the go, but most of my content is on the go. You know what I mean? And because I was on the go, and because the job that I had at the time, where I did a lot of driving, because you know, people like, man, God, Kurt, you do a lot of, you do a lot of, hold on a second. Oh shit. I'm about to run out of battery, so I gotta get my shit ready. But I come prepared, no doubt. Shout out to Verheen for my battery. There we go. All right, we're back in action. But no, people say, hey man, you do a lot of driving. So I don't know what he does. I don't know him like that, but I know he works on the go. When he's at work, he's like, let me drop this 30-minute video. You know, thanks, Kurt. I've been on here for almost 6 years. Nice. I know it's been a while, man. And for the record, you know, in my defense, that time's flying by fast, bro. It's flying by. You know, I'm still thinking of fights like Manny Pacquiao beating Keith Thurman. And then that was a huge live stream, you know, and it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, man, J Roost Theory, Aries Zodiac Boxing. Yeah, man, you guys stay up, man. I like watching them. I like big channels. I mean, I watch. Look, this is who I watch. I watch the J Roost Theory, Aries Zodiac Boxing. I watch Showbiz here and there. I catch some of his lives sometimes because he goes live a lot more than I do. I like his lives. I love the energy. Bruce Vane every so often. Ring IQ, shout out to you. Pretty much that's it on a reg. You know, Boxing Wave, you know what I mean? That's my guy. Those are the go-to right there. Those are the go-to channels that I watch. And it's crazy though, like the boxing scene, everything started on Facebook and everybody kind of transitioned over. Hat Man, absolutely. I listen to Hat Man. Yeah, I know it was somebody else, but really Hat Man, between Hat Man, Ring IQ, Showbiz the Adult, Uh, who else? Boxing Wave, Jay Roos, uh, Aries Zodiac Boxing. You know, and honestly, I like smaller channels because you have a bigger following and a more like it's almost like church. Like, you know, like mega churches, there's one thing, but then mega churches, you don't get that personal connection with each and everybody. That's why I like smaller streams. You know, like this is great right here. For me, this is perfect. And I'm not saying no one, I don't want anyone else in. This is our circle. Don't fuck with us. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is it's easier for me to elaborate on comments and take time personally with comments that you guys send. You know what I mean? So if it's 500 people, I'm not going to see everybody. You know what I mean? It's no bullshit approach that sets you guys apart. It is what it is. Charlie Torre, the Boxing Bros voted you as the best of 2023. Wow, I didn't know that. I've watched the Boxing Bros, but they're, you know, I get them too, because I also have another channel. They only do videos, and this is the, and I get it. They're Boxing Bros, so they, you know, they stay united. You know, I listen to them, but they're not really consistent. They wait, maybe like you go to them and you see like 12 days ago. I'm like, damn, 12 days ago. Imagine you guys ain't heard from me in 12 days. That means I'm dead. If you guys ain't heard from me in 12 days, I'm dead, and unfortunately I'm incarcerated. And I don't do those, and I don't do incarceration. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, or the channel got shut down. All of those will be a tragedy. But 12 days, I'm dead, people. Because even if I went to jail, I'm getting out of jail. You know? I'm making bail. Getting out of jail. Easy Kurt, it's Lion's opinion. Blessings go out to you, bro. Keep doing your thing. Great content as always. Been a subscriber since 8.4 subs. Wow. Would Prime Vladimir Klitschko beat all the heavyweights today? That's a good question. But appreciate you, man. Shot to 8.4. That put you at 2018. So yeah, man, that's been a journey. And that was when I was like, WTF, like really? 8.5, really? And that was the end of 18. So yeah, man. I think to answer your questions about Vladimir Klitschko. See, I'm kind of disappointed in Vladimir Klitschko, and let me say this in defense of Lennox Lewis. I know Lennox Lewis said some stuff about me. We went back and forth on YouTube. I need to say this for the record. If Lennox Lewis is listening, I think Lennox Lewis is a true lion. He's all-time great. He's the last of the undisputed men up until next month. He's probably one of the greatest boxers of all time. He's definitely the greatest British fighter of all time. You know what I mean? And as of now. And I said this about Lennox Lewis because I was disappointed in Lennox Lewis for not fighting Vitaly Klitschko in a rematch. But I'll say this to even that out. I'm equally disappointed in Vladimir Klitschko for not fighting that Anthony Joshua again. You know what I mean? I that just hit me. It just hit the boxing gods, the spirit, the vibrations hit me. And that made me think that right then. Boom. Because it's like, okay, why would you fight a guy to that degree? You went to the 11th round, back and forth. He dropped you in the 5th. You was kicking that ass. You came back in the 5th. You dropped him in the 6th. You whooped his ass in the 7th. You gave him hell in the 8th. The 9th, he was coming back. The 10th, he was back and forth. The 11th, he got you. And you didn't get a rematch, Vlad? You know what I mean? And look, there are people right now. I'm one of them. I'm hoping Vladimir Klitschko is coming back to the sport of boxing only to break George Foreman's record, because we know that motherfucker is in shape. And when you see him in shape and you see him make videos like, I can't stop it, I can't stop, right? You say to yourself, you know what? That motherfucker's coming back. He's coming back to the sport. He's coming back to give support. I've always said that too about mega churches. It's less personal. Yes, it is. Easy Kurt. Okay, we got that. We got that. Not if Corey Sanders was still around. Yeah, Corey did the number, didn't he? Not Kurt. You always keep it a buck and bring the same energy during your live streams, live dreams, regardless of the size of the fight. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You got to love the sport. Let's hit that like button. Lennox was my favorite heavyweight boxer. Andrew coming in with that 5-5. Appreciate you, my brother. He says, big up. Have you seen Usyk smashing the heavy bag? Uh-oh. Have you made an official prediction? No, I haven't. And if you follow me on Instagram, please show me that clip so I can counterpunch it. Just for you, Andrew. Bars. Appreciate that love. Keep it coming, guys. Let me get back to, let's see. Yeah, Kurt, must say you are one of the most straightforward talking on YouTube who keeps it real. Jason Popple. Yeah, I love this shit. I love it. It's the sport that I love that I hate so much. It is what it is. You love it. You love things about it. You hate things about it. Usyk will be the best heavyweight of this era after playing with Fury. Kelvin said after playing with Fury. Wow. That's a bold statement, but I can respect the confidence and the faith. Chickarelli. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Good afternoon to you, too. Bars. Skrilla 50 in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Vitali was better. Buster B, I have to admit, crazy. Shout out to Javon Superman Miller, okay? That's my homeboy, my brother. We talk boxing a lot, too. I'm going to bring him on the channel. He's mostly a football guy, but he loves boxing too. And years ago, I mean years before the channel and everything like that, I remember the conversations that I had at a bar, at a park, at the gym, you know what I mean? Outside of a church, wherever, right? Outside of a club, and we're talking boxing, right? I was talking to Javon, and we got in this long debate about Vitaly Klitschko versus Vladimir Klitschko. And I said, Vlad will take Vitaly. I said, man, you crazy, man. You crazy, man. You ain't nobody gonna take him out. Vitaly was a savage, man. And now I look back and I have to say, shout out to Javon Superman Miller. I think he's right. Changed my mind. Because Vitaly was more of a, Vitaly was that guy that came in, and they both really helped each other. You know what I mean? Like if you look at the Chris, what's the fucking that fights like a chicken? Damn, where's my brain? Let me drink some cachava so I can remember. Chris Bird, there we go. Boom. See, it's a cachava, baby. Maybe remember. No. So Chris Bird, one gets hurt, the other one finishes him off. They had some crazy contracts like that. Check it out now. Okay. Here it is. You just sent it. Let me check it out. Okay. I don't see it. Did you send it? Because I don't see it. I have Usyk beating Fury on points. That more than likely is the most realistic prediction to say about Usyk. Because, I mean, you know, he didn't drop Joshua. He didn't stop Joshua. You know, everybody talks about how hard Joshua hits, but nobody's talking about the durability compared to the two guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tyson Fury is a guy that I don't think his chin and all that shit shot. I don't think his durability is gone. I think if it is, his heart's still there. You know what I mean? And a lot of people would agree that Fury has a better chin than Anthony Joshua based on the fighters that they fought, based on who's hit Tyson Fury versus who's hit Joshua, right? Is it fair to say that? Okay. So, yeah, I think that's what people need to realize about Tyson Fury. You hit Tyson Fury, it's not like he's going to, you know, shrivel up like a prune, crumble. The hell? You know? No. Rick C. Uribe, counterpunch to you. Buster B. Usyk knocks Fury out. Whoa, that's bold. Bars. How mad the hype don't exist for this fight. Teddy, what we talking about today, Kurt? We talking about everything, Teddy. This is a boxing Sunday afternoon/night. Right here. Counterpunch boxing news. Evening flow, night flow. Here we go. I actually think Usyk will knock Fury out cold. Usyk is too quick, and Tyson's chin is a bit delicate. Usyk will absolutely you with Fury and have his legs shaking like a shitty dog. Wow, that's bold. Less than 3 weeks, they will finish sparring soon. Okay, Tyson Fury says he's finished. I don't do that. I don't fight out this long. Probably don't. Knowing him, he probably don't, bro. He'll get humbled because he's always been a bum. Lion's opinion. You bet your house on it. Ooh, I heard that. Alexander St. Hill. Chick, really? I have a vision. Fury tries to force his weight down on Usyk's neck, and Usyk nails Fury with nasty liver shots. Ooh. Didn't think of that. But you know what? Usyk pretty much, guys, has showed us that he already showed us and he's told us that, hey, I'm going for his body. I'm going for Tyson Fury's body. I'm not, greedy belly. You're gonna hit him a lot in the belly? Yes, of course. You remember he said that? Boom. So he already knew, yeah, I'm gonna hit him a lot in the belly. Slip, round, yeah. I see a lot of that. Listen, the best we can get, the best type of competitive fight that we wish for between Tyson Fury, the bigger dude, versus Usyk, the smaller dude, is like when Manny Pacquiao fought Antonio Margarito. You guys remember that? Pacquiao ate his ass up all night with punches and bunches, even though Antonio Margarito threw a lot of shots. He did. He threw a lot of shots, but there was no match for the tenacity and the volume of punches coming from Pacquiao. Fury will go for Usyk's body. He should go for his body. Take his ass down. Stop those legs. Break him down. That's what he should do. Fury going to Usyk's body will leave him exposed. Andrew, counterpunch to you in the building. Yep. Fury's legs will tire out in the second half. Well, I think, if anything, we're going to pretty much see two guys. Yeah, now it's getting chilly because the sun's going down. Now we're going to see two guys, right? We're going to see two guys that at the beginning. I'll say this before I said too much. We're going to see two guys. Yeah, he did that. I'll get back to that Chickarelli. They're gonna force each other until endurance comes into play, until nature happens. When I say nature, what naturally happens with fighters, you get tired. And that tiredness, that all folds on the amount or the level of conditioning that you committed yourself to. See, if Tyson Fury was bullshitting, we're going to see it show. If he was telling the truth, we're going to see it show. That's it. Now, Chickarelli, Pac-Man tore Margarito's face up. Yeah, he did. But understand this, people. He not only tore his face up, Manny Pacquiao did not have to stop Margarito at all. He could have done that. I think Manny Pacquiao could have done that. He could have done that absolutely. He could have kept on gnawing away with those fast, powerful combinations, okay, to Margarito's face. He could have done that and allowed the referee to come in and eventually stop it, because it was a time when Margarito got caught and he didn't see that punch. He got caught with a right hand. Listen, if you got a good chin, what's it all about is the mentality of your anticipation. If you know you got a good chin, you may be able to take the punch because you see the punch coming. So mentally, you're preparing yourself to take that shot. But he got caught with a shot that he wasn't prepared for because he didn't see that shot. He didn't see that shot. He took that shot. That shot rocked him. He did this number here. And it was like, uh-oh. And then Manny Pacquiao came at him, and he went at him. And Manny Pacquiao's not an evil man. And he proved he wasn't an evil man when he fought Antonio Margarito. You know why? It's because he could have kept gnawing on at that dude. He could have done an Artur Peterviev with that dude. He didn't do that. He could have done a Deontay Wilder, I want a body in the ring type like that with that dude. He didn't do that. He didn't do that at all. He looked at the ref. He went, bop, 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 bop. He looked, he stopped. And he like, yo, what's the deal, ref? Are you going to stop this shit or what? Or I'm going to kill this dude. Because he hurt him, he buckled him. Everybody saw that. If you didn't see it, watch it now. Watch it after this live stream. Manny Pacquiao, I think it was the 11th round. Or maybe the late in the 10th or the 11th round. He caught Antonio Margarito with a shot. And Antonio Margarito looked like retarded Margarito. You know? So, yeah. Listen, it like that happened with Manny, and Manny showed that, hey, he's a gentleman. He showed that he's a guy that has a heart, that has, you know, concern for other fighters that he's in there with. You see what I'm saying? But he did break his face. That orbital bone was never the same. And then when he went in there, after cheating Miguel Cotto, because that's who he cheated. He didn't cheat Shane Mosley. He attempted to cheat Shane Mosley. Shout out to Nassim Richardson. God bless him. He found that shit. Plaster of Paris, little shit fell out. Bloop, bloop. What's that? Uh-oh. Yeah. They were like, what is that? Yeah. You know what I mean? And then Sugar Shane commits, he heaped his ass. And there's more to that Sugar Shane shit, which it explains on a short, and I'll talk about here in a minute. But let's knock out some comments here. Let's see. Are you in the park, Kurt, or the garden? Yeah, I'm in the park, man. It's this beautiful neighborhood park where I stay, and yeah, it's a public park, nice barbecue, all that stuff. It's cool. Pac-Man, yeah. Let's see. All right, let's see. It's all about endurance. Usyk will definitely win. Look at what Ngannou did to Fury. He buckled him for a minute. Then imagine AJ versus Fury. It doesn't end well for Fury at all. The Gypsy King will fail and fall. Bars. Ooh, I like that opinion. I like those bars. Hey, Law's opinion showing with those bars. Law's opinion. Look, he said at the end, it won't end well for Fury at all. The Gypsy King will fail and fall. Bars. Let's see here. Probably gonna be a draw. Usyk wants it to go distance, and Fury probably won't get him out of there. Draw. Well, Usyk, if he gets a draw, that means he still remains unified. He still remains unified. But I want to know what his temperament will be, especially depending on how the fight really goes. Talks between Bivol and Peterviev looks good. Do you think we will finally get it next? Well, ask Skip. We will probably get a unification, but we probably won't get an undisputed unification based on the fact that Mauricio is trying to stick to his guns about the whole Russian Bivol citizenship thing, because a lot of people are still boycotting Russia for the attack on the Ukraine. So I think Mauricio's he's standing strong on that, and he's not sure. I think he's straddling the fence, people. He's straddling the fence. So it is what it is. Fury has been on his ass more than his fair share of times. He has a light trip switch. Not a light trip switch. Like an old car that gives out at the red light. It cranks back up, but it's going to give out on you. Like, don't. Oh! Good recovery. Oh man. Let's see. The winner will be undisputed with or without the WBC belt. No, not really. Without the WBC, I mean, I know what you could mean is the WBC doesn't mean anything, therefore everybody else does. But people don't look at it like that, especially the people that have every single, like Terrence Crawford had, like Clarissa Shields had, like Devin Haney had, like a lot of these guys, Jermell Charlo had, like Canelo Alvarez had, like Alexander Usyk had. Okay, they won't look at it like that. So, especially, someone like, think about it, Better Biev, if he gets beat by Bivol and the WBC is not included, that means Bivol only gets two of those belts and not two more belts instead of 3 belts that he thought he was going to collect from Better Biev. So where does that leave for him? Does he stay the belt and still get beat or what? I don't know. What up, Kurt? Usyk said that he's been getting ready for both AJ and Fury ever since he started his professional career. I feel like we have yet to see Usyk's A game. I don't know if we ain't seen Usyk's A game. If we haven't seen Usyk's A game, we've definitely seen his B plus game. Okay? And we've seen the B plus game. And I would love to see the A game if we've only seen the B plus game. Should sack Mauricio off. He's a drain on the sport. Fury's faked it till he's about to get broken. Vincent Salatino. Usyk was flexing hard on Fury in that leaked face-off. Fury said he only needs 5 weeks of training. Usyk said I could fight straight for 5 weeks. Usyk ain't like Usyk. I think he's he doesn't let Tyson Fury beat him out, which is good. He doesn't sit there like a statue or like a paraplegic or like just catatonic. It's good. He holds his ground. You know what I mean? Look, that's good. He's showing that he's mentally strong. Tyson Fury wants, like, no one will beat me with an earring. Like, with an earring? Come on, bro. Come on. Like the earring thing is so 1980s. I remember people, bro, in the 80s. I don't have earrings. I came from a strict family, but anyway, either that, because I don't like earrings. I got fat ass flappy ears, so I don't think they'll look good on me anyway. But like, you used to hear that, like if you wear it in the right, you're not right. You wear it to the left, all that stuff, man. That's like that time. Like, that's so old, I hope we don't get one of those long ass knockdown counts like in Fury Wilder 1. You almost missed it. Crab in the barrel, referee. Fury's chin is average. He just has good recovery, and some people mistake it for his chin. That makes sense. I can dig it. Good antics. I can dig that. Definitely. Yeah, that overhand catches Fury because he gets lazy and keeps his right hand down or doesn't get it back fast enough, like Ngannou. DJ Adam G, UK. Big up, man. Like Kurt, London, UK in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Mez. Man on fire. Francis versus Usyk. Francis will reign as king. Uh-oh. Francis is a bad boy. But we'll see. Skats Rants in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you, the man with a wrench. Dude, those Floyd Money Mayweather impressions, I think Usyk will win and hope he will win. However, I do have a feeling Fury might win, but who knows? What do you really think will happen? Well, let's hope for a competitive fight. Let's hope for a competitive fight. I think, if anything, let's hope they're ready. Let's hope they're at 100% or at least 95.888 and up. You know what I mean? I don't, and I refuse to believe what Wilder says about not everybody's 100% all the time. Oh, I believe that, but I think people are prepared to the best of their ability. I think when you say not everyone's 100%, that's just saying, hey, when I get my ass whooped, I can always say I wasn't 100%. That's why I don't like to hear it, but because people deem it as an excuse. But yeah, I hope they're as close to 100% as possible. Fury said in the face-off, we're both good men, and Usyk pushed back on Fury, being that it was wild and silenced Fury. People say Fury is too big. They're not saying he's too skilled. Yeah, they're saying that. Can you sing? Sure can. If you watch Fury, he hardly ever gets hit with follow-up punches because he grabs and holds on when he gets caught. He won't be able to do that with Usyk. Well, let's hope he can, for his sake, for the fans' sake. But then that's one thing I give Usyk. I think Usyk will have that advantage because I believe that, if anything, people, Usyk is a guy that he doesn't let you grapple him. He doesn't let you, Miller 27, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. He doesn't let you manhandle him, because I think the whole idea of their attack is being able to move and them being in control. And if you're able to grab them, they don't have control. And I think that's one of the things that Usyk doesn't like. Like Loma doesn't like that. If you look at like the Papachenko training camps, if you look at those tactics that they have to be able to move 100% all the time. They don't like clinches. They're not necessarily like Gennady Golovkin. Golovkin likes to punch in the clinch, and like Beterbiev, they like to punch in the clinch. They got that that John Ryder shit. They got that guerrilla warfare type shit. I can hit you when my head's at your chest, and I can still hit you, with my best. Okay. I think Usyk, Vincent says, I think Usyk's gonna swing that looping right and then take a step to the side and drill Fury down the middle with a straight left and put him to sleep. Well, I don't know about put him to sleep. I think he's going to catch Tyson Fury with shots that he's not seen and he's not been able to experience with other fighters. See, Stephen Cunningham was able to do things coming from that angle because he's shorter that Tyson just couldn't see looking over his shoulders. See, a shorter guy can be just as deceiving as a taller guy. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the case. So you're close on that one. Have you seen the video on Seconds Out with Usyk's former trainer for 3 years? He's pro Usyk. I don't know what's his name. Xavier Williams. I just have a gut feeling that Usyk will be dominating and frustrating Fury, but they will give it to Fury somehow at the end. Xavier Williams, I don't want to get pessimistic. I don't want to get to that point. But if that shit happens, you do understand that boxing is going to be the sport that I love, that I hate so much, to the motherfucking max. Because that's going to cause an uproar. Controversy is always a reoccurring thing in the sport of boxing. And if that does happen, and we see Usyk box Tyson Fury round after round after round after round to the point that you can't give Tyson Fury a round and he wins, it's going to be bad for boxing, bro. It's going to be bad for boxing. Because what's going to happen, Usyk, and this is what I don't understand, Usyk's going to want a rematch. And what I don't understand about rematches is if you feel you won to that degree, what makes you think that shit's not going to happen the second time? You know what I mean? It happened to Lennox Lewis with Holyfield. Lennox Lewis, that like the only round I gave Lennox Lewis in their undisputed matchup was round 3. Round 3 was the only round I gave Holyfield because that was the round that he predicted he was going to knock Lewis out. So he had to give it a good effort. But all those other rounds, that's all it was. That's all it was all day long. Jagoon CS, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. When you're asking for 80 million pounds to fight, you should come in at your best. Ha ha. What else are we paying for? If Tyson Fury doesn't come in at his best, that means he's robbed himself and us. He's robbed us of a good fight because he'd rather snort coke and drink beer. Okay? If you watch all of Usyk's newer training, he's really working with that lower left. How about Andre Ward saying that he could beat AJ? Andre needs a reality check. Remember Canelo versus Bivol? Enough said. I think, understand this, people. I love Andre Ward, SOG, shout out to him. Irish brother, cool. Understand this, it was all talk. It was all talk. Negotiations, okay, whatever, it was all talk. Roy Jones Jr. versus Tyson Fury was all talk back in the day until it did what? Actually happened. That's how I look at that. I don't look at any of that other stuff. Man, look, Andre Ward had an option to go to heavyweight to fight. He was going to skip totally over cruiserweight, which would have been dumb, but he was going to do that for that money and that lump sum. Bars. He was going to do that, right? He was going to do that, but it is what it is. Usyk will be in and out, landing 3 or 4 shots, and will give Fury trouble with his footwork and lateral movement. Well, that's the game plan, I feel. Chisora did the best job at manhandling Usyk. Yep, because Chisora didn't give a shit. He didn't give a shit about footwork. He didn't give a shit about punches and bunches. He just cared about cutting the ring off, whacking this guy to the head and body as many times as he fucking could. That's why Derek Chisora did a good job. That's why. In fact, probably the best job, besides probably Better Be Ev in the amateurs, shit like that. You know what I mean? Joe Joyce did a pretty good job. Joe Joyce. You know what I mean? He was George Foreman in it. Oh, yeah, James Ali Bashir. Yeah, I figured that's who you were talking about, Andrew. He was team Dubois. He was opposite Usyk last time. I think he has he's a little butthurt a little bit. He's a little butthurt because he was with Usyk for 3 years, and for whatever reason, they just emailed him and said, "Hey, we no longer need you. Peace." Yeah, and I think he felt a certain type of way about it, and I would too. If I was James Ali Bashir, I would feel some type of way because you gave me no reason. Why the fuck you're firing me? Why the fuck you're letting me go? I've taught this bloke. I taught him some things. He's grown with me. You know what I mean? I've shown him a lot of stuff that he more than likely didn't know before. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden you're going to let me go? That's bullshit, bro. Bars. Seriously. Coach Juliet was Ali. Yeah, I know. I mean, that boxing versus UFC thing was kind of funky. Well, you better thank Floyd Money Mayweather for that, because Floyd Money Mayweather's the one that created that whole concept. He's the bad guy over in the UFC. I'm the creme de la creme over here in boxing. Let's make this shit happen. Mayweather, McGregor, we're coming. We're gonna make the biggest pay-per-view event ever, and they did. So if you want to thank somebody, thank the mastermind Al Heyman for putting together Floyd Money Mayweather and Conor McGregor. There's a possibility that Fury could get dropped by Usyk with a fast punch that he won't see. Maybe. I mean, that's what happened with Cunningham. And then listen. As far as knockdowns go, he's not invincible. We've seen that. If Cunningham can do it, so can Usyk. You know what I mean? I just see Cunningham, though, through these looping shots. I mean, I know Usyk has that ability, but I don't think he likes to be that. I don't think he likes to be that out of control. I think the whole idea of Alexander Usyk is control of what he's doing at the time. You know, rumor has it that Usyk had COVID prior during. I mean, there wouldn't a rumor buster be. See, a rumor is something you heard that nobody can verify. That's a rumor. What's a comment, okay, is what Alexander Usyk said himself. He said, I had the disease that was plaguing the world at the time. So in between training camp, his ass caught COVID and didn't tell nobody. Let that sink in. So yeah, why are you tapping what happened? I don't know what that means. If Fury can't land and close the distance, I can only see a points win for Usyk. If the best Fury turns up, though, I think it will be a Fury TKO knockout. I'll say this about Fury, though. If Fury hurts Alexander Usyk, I think he knows how to get him out of there. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to run out of gas like AJ. He's not going to be worried about running out of gas like AJ. Tyson Fury, if he hurts Alexander Usyk, he's going to get his ass out of there. Because he already knows, like, look, especially, let's say it's in the 8th round and Usyk has won 6 of them. You know what I mean? That means in the 6 rounds that we've had up until the 8th round, Usyk has gave Fury hell. Okay, so if he gives him hell for 6 rounds, and you're like, damn, and Tyson Fury catches him with that, then everybody can lose their shit because Usyk does a little deal like he did when Joshua hit him. He did this shit here, you know. Tyson's coming in for the kill, and that's the real deal. Bars. I'm 18 stone. I work hard. Man, who would win between a prime Floyd Mayweather and a prime Amir Khan? Will Lyon's opinion. You know what? I'm gonna be petty. I'm gonna be petty with that shit. You know why I'm gonna be petty? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say we'll never know. You know why I'm gonna say that? You know why I'm gonna be petty? It's simply because Floyd had every opportunity to fight Amir Khan and he ducked him. This is facts. You want to call me a liar? This is what happened. Floyd, Money Mayweather was brought to fight Amir Khan. He put up a poll on Twitter. Yeah, he put a poll up on Twitter because Instagram wasn't around then. He put a poll on Twitter and asked only 2 guys he could fight. He didn't ask them. They didn't, everybody wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao. So he was like, who you guys want me to fight? You want me to fight Marcos Maidana? Or you want me to fight Amir Khan? Now, mind you, this is right after Marcos Maidana tapped Adrian Broner's ass. So, of course, he would be that. So, it was him, and it was him. It was a Khan, and it was Maidana. And then everybody picked Khan, like 67% or 60% picked Khan. The rest picked Maidana. And he picked Maidana. I hear everything y'all guys are saying. I hear you poll. But I'm just going to do what the fuck I'm going to do. I'm not going to fuck with Amir Khan. He too fast. I ain't fucking with him. That's what he did. And so, yeah, he ducked Amir Khan. So we'll never know. See, Amir Khan's career, people, he's made a lot of money. He's got a beautiful wife and family and all that. But I think, honestly, Amir Khan is butthurt. He's kind of like, he has that mindset or that mental demeanor of Carl Froch. Right? Simply because, Carl Froch has done amazing in his career. You know what I mean? Hall of Famer. Great. But the way Carl Froch talks, the way Carl Froch complains, the way Carl Froch harps on shit, you can tell, like, bro, what's up? You okay? Let's go get a drink. You want to get a drink? A couple shots on me, a couple beers. Let's drink. Let's talk about this shit, You know what I mean? Because it's like this. When, like, Amir Khan always wanted that premier fight. He wanted that premier fight. He wanted the Pacquiao fight he never got. He wanted the Floyd fight he never got. So I think Amir Khan felt that he should have been bigger than he ever really was. You know what I mean? one thing for sure, he was a much bigger draw internationally and domestically over Kell Brook, his rival, you know, and that's what that was about, you know. And I think, you know, he really looks at that, and I think he thinks of it and like cringes, you know. Carl Froch has too much pride and a massive ego. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't think Amir Khan is as bad as Carl Froch, but I think there are similarities in how those guys parallel their career. Chris Esperon. Hey, what's up? What's good, Kurt? Counterpunch to you, brother. It's all good, Chris. Ed Watts. Floyd Duck Khan. Canelo destroyed him, and so did everyone else. I mean, that's what happened. I'm just telling you what happened, man, you know? You know what I mean? A lot of people, you Floyd fans, I'm just telling you facts, sir. That's all. Don't argue with me. Just argue with the facts that I presented, sir. Colin Riches, Amir Khan wasn't all that. No, he wasn't. His chin was like, his ass was going down. I remember that Danny Garcia fight. He hit that man in the neck. He was never, but he was beating the shit out of Danny. And look, here's the funny thing about Amir Khan. Amir Khan fights like he has a chin. You fighting like you the biggest chin, is the toughest, most durable guy that's and vicious as ever been, and you don't have a chin. Bars. It's amazing, man. You know. This dude fights like he has a chin. You don't have a chin, bro. You better fight like you don't have one. You better fight like not Pacquiao, Jesus. Like Floyd. Better fight like Floyd. Hatman strikes back. Amir Khan with his marshmallow chin. He's got a marshmallow chin. I can see Hatman saying that shit. You get me? Oh, man. Khan had some fastest hands, though. He did. Fuck news. He really did. Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder will definitely happen, Kurt. Great. Okay. Psycho Crush in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. CP to you, sir. Thoughts on Australia's Tiam Zoo and his upcoming event. Billy Coke Bottle. Let me tell you something. I think it's going to be a good fight. I'm glad that Keith Thurman stepped up. But I don't want to pay $60 for this shit. I mean, you know, I like to support my fighters, but I understand, as me being a consumer, a fan, a commentator of boxing, I don't like to get robbed either. Okay? Don't blow smoke up my ass and tell me, oh, this is $60. No, it ain't, bro. For the co-main event to be fucking Rolly and Rolly and Cruz? No, bro. No. Amir Khan versus Garcia, knocked out cold. His legs started doing the salsa dance on the way down canvas. No, he fought like fresco Mexican. When is the Fury fight? It's March. No, February 17th. Yeah, February 17th. It's good card though, but not for $60. I promise you guys that shit's gonna be $60. That's gonna be the price point. $59.99. They may have some shit like $59.99 for HD, $49.99 for SD. You know, AJ's a big unit, and he couldn't keep hold of Usyk in the clinches and allow Usyk to push him away at times. I wonder how Fury would deal with Usyk in the inside. Xavier Williams, he probably won't. But I think, see what's going to happen. Tyson knows how. Tyson's gonna fight dirty because Tyson knows how to fight. Yeah, that shit sink in. See, Tyson knows how to fight. Tyson knows those little gimmicks and tricks and shit. He knows these things, man. It's getting a little chilly out here, so yeah, the sun's going down, so I'm about to go and move around. Bars. Okay, let's see. Rene Padilla in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. You still training, Kurt? Man, I went to the gym early this morning, about 6 o'clock. Worked on arms, chest. Well, just really arms and abs, mostly in cardio, because I'm trying to get my breathing back. Share some with you guys when I did catch COVID. My fucking lungs ain't really ever been the same. I mean, they got to that point, but they never been where they were. And that's some weird, scary shit. So anybody tells you, dang, because you know, you have people that saying COVID never existed. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like, you can say anything. You can say, oh, the government's fucked it up and did this. Okay, wonderful. But don't say nothing was there. Come on, bro. We just saw Fury straight elbow an MMA fighter. Hell yeah, it'll be dirty. That guy, hell to yes, sir. I wonder if Tyson Fury would try to lean on Usyk back like he did Deontay. He's going to try, but Usyk ain't going to be there. And, like, if you're punching somebody and you know, like, that's... Tyson's going to learn something. Tyson's going to have to grapple Usyk, snatch his little ass up and just stop him from getting punched. Come here, you little fucking dulcer. I'll fucking elbow you, you little shit. He kept fucking punching me and then moving. You little fucking gappy tooth, ugly little bastard. You little rabbit. You white rabbit. I wonder if Fury was watching. You guys ever seen Gangs of New York? You know, you had Daniel Day-Lewis. He played the Englishman, and he hated Irishmen, and you know, and then like I think what was the Irish guy? Liam Neeson was the father of. Shithouse bastard, you little shithouse. Sausage. Leonardo DiCaprio's dad, Liam Neeson, you know, they were called the White Rabbits, something like that. There was their gang, you know. These motherfuckers had gangs, and really that was like one of the first. They say the Cowboys was the first organized gang in America, but I beg to differ. I think it was something totally different. Good movie, The Butcher. Yeah, he was a sneaky bastard though. He didn't fight straight up, bro. So I think Tyson is like that. I think Tyson is one of those motherfuckers. I fucking grabbed him and I fucking nailed him. I nailed that little shit. He kept moving to his right and his left. He's fucking moving his head like a fucking pinball. So I fucking grabbed him and nailed him. Ah, yeah, I did, boyo. This is fighting. I'm a fighting man. John, yeah, you did it, Tyson. You did it. I did it. You didn't believe in me, Dad. Fuck you. Sugar Hill's my brother. Don't talk to him bad like that. You're never gonna train me. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, man. Them Son can be the killer too. Day-Lewis was a truly great actor. Too bad he retired. Well, I would rather him retire than like die or some shit. He's done enough films. He's made enough movies. I mean, hey, if you can do shit like that, like, you know, like most people, bro, let me say, most people work to fucking survive. You know, they can't just say, oh, I think I'm going to retire. I've lost the grit. I've lost the heart for this. You know, the same for Deontay Wilder. If Deontay Wilder says, hey, I don't feel like I'm, you know, the man has made enough money. God bless him. God bless him, bro. If he's made enough money. There we go. If he's made enough money, let it, you know, and he doesn't have to do that. I mean, it is a damaging sport after all, right? So yeah, don't use the don't use the Lord's name in vain. Okay, don't put. Yeah, when you say Lord though, since we're at it there, let me counterpunch it. How about you capitalize that there, homie? Mm-hmm. Yep, don't look for fault in it, or you get faulted. I don't like Fury. Hold on, let me move this up a bit. There we go. Haha, Joker, haha. Yeah. I hope the dress up as Batman and the Joker. That would be boss. That would be pretty cool, though, actually. You know what I mean? Joker, he's the Joker. Tyson Fury's Batman. And they've dressed up as those characters before. That's what makes it unique. That would be cool. Yeah, Day Lewis ain't dry humping fresh air and punching plastic. Bless that man in his retirement. Yeah. But he did a movie. It was called The Boxer. If you guys ever seen that. And he's very selective on the movies that he does. Really peculiar kind of guy. Some people are, they like. I mean, method actors they really fascinate me. You know what I mean? But don't be surprised if like a lot of them are shit house, batshit crazy, but equally talented. You know what I mean? So, gotta take my hat off to him. Gotta take my hat off to him. Imagine the fight promo trailer. Tip and tap dancer. Well, imagine Joker versus Batman. That shit would be cool. I think that would be boss. I think that would be the shit. Damn good movie. Yeah, Maz. Michael Crusher. Whatever happened to Deontay Wilder's album? Well, I mean, they're probably putting that shit on hold right now until he wins another fight. Hey, man, I'll tell you guys something, too. If you guys can remember, Mike Tyson, right before he fought Lennox Lewis, he had another Mike Tyson game, and it came out, I think, on PlayStation 2, I want to say, because I know PlayStation 2 was out at the time. And for the record, do you guys know or understand PlayStation 2, the console, for you nerds out there that play, because I'm a gamer, I like to play video games, man. PlayStation 2 is the highest grossing console of all time. All time. PlayStation 2. I can understand why, but Kurt, imagine if Fury and Uzi dressed up as Batman the Joker in the press conference. That would be dope. Don't say a word you would not want your grandma or your children to say. Please, thank you. Sarah Grace Brooks. Okay. I hear you. Dr. Gomes. They call me Dr. Sleep. Xbox has UFC game with AJ and Fury in it. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah. PS2 held us down for nearly a decade. Yeah, actually it did. It really did. I mean, PS2, bro, when it came out, and it came out in my first daughter was born. And the shit was crazy because I just got one. And let you guys on something else. At the time, bro, I was working at Walmart in electronics. Dude, okay, they didn't come in on regular inventory. They came in 3 at a time in a brown UPS box, unmarked. You knew what it was. You have to know what they look like in order for it to, for you to know what it is. But they came 3 in a box, PlayStation 2. So you open the box up, there they are, boom, boom, boom. And the crazy thing about PS2 was first console with a DVD feature on it. It had a DVD feature. You could watch movies. You know, dude, I went all out, bro. They had this stereo system that went to it where you had speakers on it, and it had speakers and it had two other tweeters on it. So, you know, you could put it on CD mode, game mode, you know what I mean? And bro, it was fucking ridiculous. So imagine playing Tekken Tag, right? Because it came PlayStation 2, that was one of their first games, Tekken Tag. So they played, so imagine Tekken Tag played on that, you know, and the graphics changed tremendously from PlayStation and Tekken 3 to Tekken Tag. Tekken Tag, everything was all smooth and shit. Oh shit, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was badass, man. So I went all out. I spent all types of money on shit like that, you know. So because I was still a kid, man, you know. So what do you want from me? But yeah, man, PlayStation 2. So when I heard it, I was like, damn, that's surprising, but it makes sense because everything else didn't have that at the time. PlayStation 2 was just the shit. I used to work at Walmart when I was 19, and we got those game consoles in what was called break packs. Well, I forget what they were called. They might have been called break packs. I know UPS brought them in, and they brought them in, and it was kind of like nonchalant. You know, you had fragile on it, so like don't toss the shit around. But yeah, definitely, man. You know, Atari was before that. Yeah, Atari was before all that shit. Nintendo, Dreamcast, Sega Genesis. Come on, man. See, I grew up in those times. You know, we got a Nintendo, bro. I probably got a Nintendo in probably 88, 89. Because we didn't really get shit like that. Because, you know, I wasn't really, can't say we wasn't poor or no shit like that. It's just I wasn't a spoiled kid to that degree. We didn't get that type of stuff. You know what I mean? If that shit was too expensive, you ain't getting it. You ain't getting that shit. The only way I got a PlayStation, what was it? Not PlayStation. It was a Super Nintendo. Kurt, have you ever boxed? Sure. Nintendo 64. Nintendo 64. Bro, GoldenEye. GoldenEye was the shit. Oh yeah. Not ColecoVision? I never played that, but a friend of mine, shout out to Tony Relaford, he told me about that shit. You know, because he had it, but I never played it. I only heard about it. Okay. So. I only heard about it. Who remembers Zool? I don't remember Zool. I remember Sega Saturn. You know, they had those CDs and shit. I don't imagine those went well with kids because, you know, kids scratch up CDs and DVDs and shit like that. That's why like things like PlayStation, Nintendo 64, Wii and all that, they, you know, things were pretty durable because kids, you know, they handle shit pretty rough. They're kids, you know, they're not, you know, they're not real particular with shit. They, you know, they get into shit and they, you know, scratch and mess stuff up sometimes, right? With Nintendo 64 was GoldenEye, Mario Kart, and Super Mario World. Man, me and my cousins, bro, we played GoldenEye. Bro, we played that game for fucking hours. That and, no, Killer Instinct, I think, was on Super Nintendo. Yeah, it's on Super Nintendo. But yeah, man, I didn't get a Super, like no one bought me a Super Nintendo. Dude, I cut grass like all summer and I saved $300 to buy the Super Nintendo. The Super Nintendo cost $199, and the reason why I wanted a Super Nintendo was simply because I already had a Sega Genesis. So I got a Sega Genesis for Christmas one year, but the Super Nintendo, I had to work for it. And what I did was, yeah, dude, hold on a second. It's incredible. So what I did was I bought the Super Nintendo because Sega Genesis, well, not Sega Genesis, but Street Fighter 2 was on it. Street Fighter 2 was the shit. That was the shit there. Okay. That was the shit there. Kurt, I've a feeling you don't like Deontay Wilder Counterpunch. No, it ain't that. I know when people, you know, it ain't that I don't like Deontay Wilder. I just think people blew his head up. He's just not as good as people thought he was. You know. So, that's what I think about that. You know, and Wilder. You know, I think Wilder could have been a lot better if people didn't jack him off. Ken, Ryu, Bison, and Dan. Chung Lee. I like Guile. I like Guile, though. I remember playing Mortal Kombat 1 on Sega. Yeah, man, remember you could put in the code. You could put the code in to Mortal Kombat, and then, you know, you can do all the fatalities. Yeah, man, that was cool. That was really good stuff. That was really good stuff, man. So, yeah, it made those times what it was. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a gamer and shit. Like, my damn thumb was flat. My shit was like, you know? My husband standing as close to Ali in 1976 in the Miami convention, and he worked out at the 5th gym. He was a welterweight fighter, and he had a pic of him and Hand of Stone Duran. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome stuff right there. You know, you can't get stuff like that back. To anyone, you know, before I shut this live stream down, because we've got an hour in, which is awesome. Anyone that has anything of value, don't put it in your house. If you have something of value that you are concerned with, if you're concerned with it being destroyed or damaged or stolen, like some shit happened to me, please, pretty please, get your safe deposit box and put it in there. If it's jewelry, a necklace, a bracelet, a ring, pictures, photos, stuff like that, put it in the safe deposit box, because, you know, you're going to think about that years later. And then a lot of times when you're on your deathbed, you want to pass something down to someone else, and you can't because it's gone, because some fuckhead stole it or something's got destroyed, you know. Yeah, I would do that. Please. Buried deep in the woods. Kurt, do you think Deontay Wilder can bounce back? Yeah, he can bounce back. You sure can. Lee 66, London, UK in the building. Hey, man, bro. Absolutely. Yeah, I lost everything. Wish I did. Yeah, that shit's heartbreaking. My mom when she passed away, she left behind this little mother of pearl ruby charm. I used to wear it all the time. You know, if you could catch me probably in 19, I used to have it on all the time. And I used to wear it every day. And I decided to leave it at my house, at my father's house. And I was away on I was away, and I don't know why I didn't bring it to my house, which was stupid. Because my brother's kids, some of his kids started staying with my dad. And one of my nieces took my fucking charm and threw it away because her uncle said it was a fucking satanic symbol, because he's a fucking moron. And, you know, I had that for 5 years. I wore it for 5 years after she passed. She passed at 13. I wanted to fucking choke her to death. I wanted to beat him to death and choke her to death, because that was how serious I was about it. And, you know, and then, like, it's sentimental value, and people don't really respect shit that you find sentimental, because it's sentimental to you. It's personal. So nobody else, you know, gives a shit. So, yeah, bro. Yeah, so I'm saying that because I've lost stuff too, and I wish I could get back and, protect it and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? That's that right there. Yeah, and then see what happened. My niece, the lying cunt that she was, she told her uncle that I gave it to her, and in fact she stole it. So it was on a chain. It was on like a 24 karat white gold chain with an enforced bell, because I put a lot into it, but the charm itself was over 100 years old. And the little bitch threw it like across. She threw it like in a ditch, and I looked for that shit for hours. You know what I mean? And I made her sit out there, bitch. You're going to watch it. You're going to look for it until I say stop. And she just was crying and shit. I'm like, fuck it, come back. And, I was living out here at the time. But, I was furious, bro. I was mad as I probably remember being in a long time. When someone drives you over that limit, especially with something like that could have been avoided. If she would have told me, like, hey, I could have gave a fuck about the chain, because it was the chain, and it was the mother of pearl, and the mother of pearl, like, it was beautiful, bro. It was this. If you look at my Instagram, I got a picture of it, and it's, that belonged to my mom, and it belonged to her mom. And the shit's over 100 years old, like maybe 120 years old. So even if someone could give me a replica, it doesn't mean the same. You know what I'm saying? So this shit, like, it hurt me to my core. And it took me a while to really talk to her. I didn't really say shit to her for like 4 or 5 years, because I know, like, you're a fucking thief. You didn't have to do that. I could have gave you the chain. You know what I mean? Or if you wanted to wear it, fucking protect it. Don't throw it away because you got a fucking dumb hood rat moron of a fucking uncle on her mom's side, another cunt. That would have been that. Like, I would have let you do that, but don't throw away someone else's shit. That's what that drove me to the point. I wanted to call the laws on her. My dad was like, well, it's been 5 years. I told him, go fuck yourself too. That's not your mother. So I was furious, bro. I was mad. You know what I mean? To the point where, yeah, if you weren't my niece, I would have beat you up and choked you out. If you weren't my dad, I would have slapped you down for saying some stupid, inconsiderate shit like that. Well, it's been almost 10 years. Blah, blah, blah. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, man, that really pissed me off. I was pissed, bro. But life goes on and stuff like that, and I try to keep something a buck, and whatever. Yeah, this sun is crucial. Jesus Christ, dude, what the fuck? Man, I had a friend of mine, like, I think it was last year or the year before. He had a brother that he pulled out on the street and the fucking sun blinded him, and he ran head on to it. A chick ran head on into him and killed him instantly. That sun's no joke, bro. Like, that shit's no joke. Should I fight in a corporate boxing match? I don't see why not. Do it for the money. Don't do it just to be a fucking, pawn for someone's entertainment. Get paid for the shit. Get a fucking something that you're going to benefit from. That's just like, oh yeah, Bradley's good. Yeah. Kurt headed westbound. Yeah. I'm about to head to get something to eat. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys coming on, hanging out with me for an hour and a half. We got to do it again, and we got to do it again often. So you guys come on back when I set these live streams. I want to do 3 next week, in the next few days at least. And guys, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. God bless you. And everyone has been Counterpunch. Peace.
Mm.